What's going on, guys? This is Lior and welcome back to my channel. Now I'm over here back at our project, 36 Roland Street, standing right behind me. You guys have probably remember seeing a couple of the videos about the initial site work, the framing. What I thought I would do is walk you guys through now that we have started doing our finish work. We got a lot of finish going on. This is of course where the magic is happening, especially since it's a $4 million home. We gotta nail all the finish details, the materials. So I'll walk you through the game plan, what we've already done, some of the strategies that we're using in this build. So let's go right in and we're gonna get after it right now. All right, so walking into the house, one of the first things you'll notice and one of the things we are about to do is the front staircase. Our finish carpenter right now is working through all the finish. He just finished up most of the baseboards, installing the vanities, which I'll show you guys. He's doing the stair treads next. And one of the things we're gonna do once the stair treads are installed is we're gonna have our glass company come in and template the glass. So if you guys don't remember, one of the cool things we're doing here is all the railings on this main staircase and actually above us on the second floor is all gonna be fitted with custom glass paneling. And then over here in the dining room, what we're gonna do, this little separation between the front entrance and the dining room, it's gonna be a huge glass panel as well. So it kind of gives a lot more light, breadth to the dining room, and it gives it just an awesome standout feature. Now, in the dining room, some of the other details that the finished carpenter is gonna be working through, there's gonna be a nice pattern that he's gonna basically craft. We've done similar styles in our other homes. It's gonna be nice, like the little squares pattern on this wall, just giving it a nice little accent wall. So that's on his list. If we walk over to the formal living room, over here, right off the entrance as well, he's gonna create a little custom pattern here as well. It's gonna look like little slats almost. So he's gonna build out little slats. There's gonna be a little bit of a break and then another kind of slat little wall. And this is all gonna be color washed. So it's gonna look stand out from the rest of the house. It's gonna be, you know, very craft custom work that is gonna happen here. Again, just to kind of give it a very detailed look. All right, so in the living room, some of the things that we're working through the finish, again, you see that a lot of the door trim is done. Most of the baseboard is getting done. For finish, right now we're working through with our fireplace. Our fireplace is about to get installed. We're working through with a custom slab over the fireplace. It's gonna look incredible. Over here on the in the backyard, we'll show you, you'll probably see a little highlight reel. We've already done our patios, we've done our grading, we've built out our deck, and now the other thing we're gonna do as well is we're gonna have the same glass company that's doing the front stairwell is gonna do glass railings for the deck. Again, it's just another little detail that for a $4 million house, we really wanna provide the best possible materials. You know, you could do standard kind of like Trex sort of deck, Trex posts and railings and all that. It's just not gonna have the same effect. So we really wanna provide the best possible materials and the best and sharpest look. So that's gonna happen over there. The kitchen is we're about to start installing that. The cabinets were shipped over from Italy. It took several months for the shipment to come through, but they just actually hit the States. They're gonna get delivered on site next week. And this kitchen build out is then going to start. So one other area I want to highlight this is going to be an awesome feature for the house. We're in the mudroom, the garage is over here. This mudroom, one of the things we're going to do to really make this a standout room, as opposed to just a typical mudroom, is it's going to be a fully flushed and panel mudroom. So we have two doors. We have one door going into a bed/office. We have another door right here, which is the pantry for the kitchen. And what we're doing is instead of regular doors, they're gonna be hidden Murphy panel doors, right? So basically what's happening is our custom vendor took these doors and created panels, is gonna create panels that is gonna match the paneling he's gonna do for the wall. So it looks completely flush. It's basically gonna be like an invisible door, right? It's gonna be completely flush. Your door's gonna look like, you know, you're basically gonna have to push the door open. There's not gonna be a traditional handle on it. It's gonna look like one smooth big wall, but of course it's gonna be a door, right? So it's a very custom feature. It's gonna go all over these walls right here in the mudroom. We're gonna be, these are all gonna be paneled, same with the office. We're gonna have custom build outs for the actual mudroom itself. So this is just gonna look like one, again, like kind of like one flush wall around the whole mudroom. It's gonna be beautiful. Other things we're working through that I wanna show you guys as we kind of go through the house. In addition to the finished carpentry work, we finished, we're probably 95% done with the tile work. So some of the highlights of the tile, again, we try to kind of design, we work with our designer to kind of look at more standout patterns with our tile. I love this black ribbon tile that we kind of chose. Black ribbon tile, these gray, kind of more grayish look, concrete look with these square tiles. Matching vanities, which have all been installed, right? Again, just kind of give each room in its own individual feel, its own kind of standout feature. This is gonna be fantastic. All right, so let's go into the second floor now to some of the other details we wanna point out. Again, the tile work you can see is done. I love this tile that the designer chose. We have our custom vendor doing our cabinetry for the laundry room, right? So we're gonna have a full upper lowers combo, side by side, washer dryer. So all of that custom work is starting to happen. This custom vendor is doing our laundry room. He's doing our wet bar downstairs. He's gonna be doing a custom master vanity, which I'm gonna show you guys right now. And of course, the his and hers closets, which are gonna be fantastic. If you guys remember, one of the things we're doing with the his and hers, and you can actually see the first couple of closets are coming in now. The his and hers, this is the hers closet. There's actually gonna be some toe kick lighting here. So there's wires here. So everything's gonna be illuminated. So it's just gonna feel, again, very elegant, clean. Few other details I wanna point out to you guys as we go in the bedroom. This is the bedroom wall. This same vendor is gonna be doing custom wooden slats across this whole wall. So this whole wall is gonna have like a wooden slat look. It's gonna be completely filled up. You're gonna have your drop down fixtures. We gotta pop the holes for the electrical. It's just gonna look very elegant, very clean, very, very modern. Other details that we're starting to work through, right? The master suite here does have its own deck. Again, we're gonna choose only the best materials here. So for the railing, it's gonna be the same custom glass vendor. It's gonna do a glass railing here. It's gonna look super sleek. And then one of my favorite rooms, of course, in the house, the primary suite here, the primary bathroom. So we just finished up all the tile work and we love this tile. It's very spa-like design that I think the designer put together. We just finished this up, so the tile came out great. One of the things I want you guys to notice, the details here. So first, this is gonna be a curbless shower. So you can see right here, there's no curb, right? So it's a fully curbless shower and it's also a steam shower, right? So what we're gonna do, the reason we have this angle right here is we're gonna actually bring the glass up to cover it to the angle so that it's a fully enclosed shower for the steam shower, right? So you can turn on your steam, generate the steam. So that's why we had to do this kind of angled little thing here. And then the tile guy had to cut precisely in order to fill up this angle with tile. We didn't want to leave it exposed with just board. I thought it would just look not very finished. So again, just the little details of fitting out that tile, making it a flush look. Same thing with this soaker tub wall here, right? Our soaker's gonna go over here. Again, rather than just leave it as an empty, just regular painted wall, we wanted to carry this tile. It's expensive tile, but this just gives it such a clean, elegant look that we thought we had to spend the money. Some other details too that you might not notice, we worked with our stone slash countertop guy for the niche here. What we did, as opposed to a typical niche that might run horizontally, we actually did a vertical niche here. So we got these custom pieces from again, the stone countertop guy. They're all custom pieces that were installed here. You can see they actually have some grooving underneath them. These were actually installed. They were done by our stone guy. They all have this grooving because it's going to be underlit lighting. So this is all going to be backlit on the stone. It's very different than the typical niche. And again, this is something you might see. We got the inspiration from a Pinterest board and we were able to execute it, which I'm super excited about. Same thing, of course, with the bench. You know, that's, you know, a lot of showers do have that. Of course, we work that with our countertop guy, able to get the right piece and then properly installed. I'll show you guys quickly 2 more bathrooms too. Again, as most of our tile work just finished up and our vanities went up. I love this tile that we selected for this stand-up shower. Again, we worked with our designer to just select tile that just had a little different nature to it, right? Just had a little bit more pop to it. Very clean, but has, you know, it's different than a typical tile. Really love this look with this chosen vanity. So that's one bedroom. I'll show you guys one other bedroom that's almost done. This is the tub. This is our tub bathroom right here. And if I open the door, you'll see we kind of went with this different black pattern tile. Again, just choosing something a little different to make it stand out. We still got to finish out the niches. Of course, you can see, you might remember from early on, all of our niches here are backlit. That's why they all have the electrical wire hanging out as well. All right, and I want to point out some final details that we're thinking about in the lower level here. So first, this is the main entertainment space in the lower living. First of all, it's massive, as you can tell. Goes all the way back. You can kind of hear a little bit of the echo. It's an awesome, gigantic space. One of the things I'm really excited about is this custom arched wet bar. This is going to be our wet bar here. You know, we have a lot of arches throughout the property, and we kind of wanted to really tie the detail back to it. So we arched this wet bar. We're going to have custom lower cabinetry here. It's actually going to be a fully blacked out bar. It's going to be black cabinets with black hardware. The countertop is going to be darker as well. There's going to be some backlit shelving. It's just going to be a little bit of a man cavey feel. Absolutely, it's going to feel incredible. Again, you can kind of get a sense of just how big the space is. Our tile work is done in the bathroom. There's of course a full bathroom for your needs here. And then in the room behind me too, we're gonna have a gym. Over there, we're gonna bring, of course, the rubber material for the gym floor. We're working out, you know, the different types of mirrors that we're gonna bring in to really make it to really give it a gym-like feel that can be used frequently. So that's the scope of all the finished work currently going on. Again, our tile is done. Our carpentry is finishing up. There's a lot of all the custom cabinets, shelving, all that is going in. We're gonna get our mechanicals moving now as well, now that we're kind of at this stage. So the house is really gonna start to come together now. Again, at this point, execution is absolutely key. We really wanna nail all these finished details. It's, you know, for this kind of house that we're delivering, when it's a $4 million, just beautiful house, it needs to be executed well. So, you know, we're kind of really taking our time, making sure each trade gets everything they need and they can execute as well as possible. So, of course, I'll keep you guys posted once we get to the finished product. I'll, of course, show you guys the final tour, but that's what we're going on here. That's how, you know, this is our finished work here. See you guys on the next one.